What's going on, everybody? This is Duke. How you doing? Like I said, I'm going to be making a series of videos about love and relationships. So I'm really excited about this. I think it's going to be really cool. Um, get your feedback. Look, if I say something that might offend you guys, know that I'm not trying to be offensive. We're trying to get to a place where we are discovering the truth about love and life. And something I might say might be true for some of you, and it might not be true for others. Uh, but but we're on a journey here, trying to figure this thing out. Not so much so that we can control things, but so that we could better exist with these principles of love and life and things like that. So just to open up the conversation today, the first thing I wanted to talk about is valuing yourself. Why it's so important to value yourself. First thing is to value yourself because you're worth it. That's the first thing, to understand that you are, you're here, and you have a right to have a great life. So why partner or connect with things that stop you from having the best life possible? Um, and you're going to be hearing those beeps because people are texting me and messaging me about certain things about love and life, and it's really cool to get the responses that I get from everybody when I make certain posts. But I want you to consider this. I want you to consider this. If you don't see yourself right, you can end up in anybody's hands. The hands of some self-destructive person. You can end up in the hands of somebody who will, beat you, lie to you, cheat on you. You can end up anywhere. If you don't see yourself right. So when you know yourself, you can create the boundaries of what you will accept and what you won't accept in your own life. Seeing yourself right is so important, because otherwise there are people out there that will just drain you of all of your best and then throw you away as soon as they're done. And if you don't value yourself, if you value yourself the right way, you can actually see it coming down the line, and you can say something about it, and you can protect yourself the right way. But what most people do is they become so dependent on other people or things like that that they never see it coming. But what I'm trying to tell you is that before you get married, or before you get in a relationship, before you start dating, value yourself. Value yourself. Value yourself. Because if you don't, someone will take advantage of you. They'll see your value. If someone else sees your value before you do, they will take advantage of you. And they may not mean to or not, but they're going to do it. They're going to do it. They're going to do it, and you cannot let that happen. You've got to be able to protect yourself. You got to value yourself before you end up in the hands of just anyone. Real quick, also, the way you see yourself is going to affect the way you receive love and give love. So you got to see yourself the right way. If you don't see yourself the right way, you're going to give love the wrong way, and you're going to receive love the wrong way. And you don't want that. Because don't forget, you know, the way you love is directly connected to the way you think. And the way you think is directly connected to how you've already received love to a certain degree. So, of course, the family life. I want you to think about your family life. What kind of family do you come from? Be real with yourself. What kind of family did you come from? If you come from a stable home, then it's more likely that you are going to have a clearer understanding of what love is. If you come from a dysfunctional home, it doesn't mean that it's better or worse, but what it does mean is that you have to deal with that dysfunction before you bring someone else into your life. And again, you also have to see yourself right. So it's critical that you're able to be real with yourself at all times. One of the biggest things that I could tell you right now before I go is really calm your mind down. Don't feel a whole bunch of stuff, because the feelings are not going to do anything but distort you. All right, but I need you to ask yourself, how do you see yourself? And what's connected to how you see yourself is, what type of family do you come from? Do you come from a functional family or a dysfunctional family? And of course you love them because you're your family. So if they're dysfunctional, you love them anyway. We get that. But if you want a quality life and a quality relationship, you got to be real with yourself. Do you see yourself the right way, and do you come from a dysfunctional family? Because if you see yourself the right way, it doesn't really matter how dysfunctional your family is. You can overcome those challenges. The greatness that's inside of you will overcome those challenges that the dysfunction is trying to claim access to you. So dysfunction does not have to exist in your life. It's up to you what you choose to believe, what you choose to do. It's all up to you. But you got to first see yourself right. And I'm telling you, you were not created to be a failure. You're not created to be dependent upon a bunch of people and all that stuff. You have the ability to have a great life. And I want to walk with you down that journey, as we explore together how to have a great life. I'm doing it too. I'm doing it myself, trying to figure out how do I have a great life. So I want to encourage you to continue watching the videos. This is the first one, and this first one, again, it's about valuing yourself. So tonight, I want you to just take the time to see yourself the right way, value yourself, and ask yourself what kind of family you come from, and how does that affect you and your thinking? How does that affect you? And ask yourself this too. This is another important part. Ask yourself this too. If you know you come from a dysfunctional family or a functional family, ask yourself how it affects your thinking and what you're going to do about it. Goodbye.